Welcome back to Arkham Origins. This is another one-off, obviously. So in this episode, we're going to get all of the... Here's my volume controls. All of the ANARKY techs. All the remaining ANARKY techs, because we have... Sorry, my rabbit is doing some home decorating. He only knows how to do it loudly. So we only have these ones left, which, like, look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus 9. So it should be a nice full episode. But the first one is right there. So let's just head right on over to Sheldon Park over there. And then I'll find out what we're going to do next after we finish reading this one. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, why are you suddenly over here? Like, last time we saw you, you were at Pinckney's grave. Well, see, I thought I'd come over to Industrial Park and see if maybe, just maybe, they spawned the people I actually want to deal with. And they didn't. Fuckers. I'm wondering if that's a New Game Plus thing. Like, it only spawns gun guys in this mode, and, okay. And, thugs in New Game Plus, maybe? Which doesn't make any sense, but hey, who knows? Whop. Anarchy scan tagged for the Wonder Tower. Our corporate overlords build temples to their gods, the gods of greed, oppression, and opulence. Wonder Tower is the ultimate representation of capitalist arrogance, a monument to the disparity between the bourgeois and the proletariat. Alright, dude, you're talking to the lower class in Gotham. Using big words isn't going to make the thugs side with you. Wonder City is a fiction meant to give false hope to the masses that their lives in the future will be prosperous. But history shows the opposite, that we continue to fall behind while the power elite grows stronger. We will wipe this fantasy from the face of Gotham. Okay. That's sounding a little murdery. Just a second as I find out the next closest ANARKY tag that we don't have yet. The next one is this way. This is the... Actually, no. I know the exact way I'm going to go to deal with this one. Because I want to get this guy to not be sniping me as I try and do this. You're gonna, oh, of course you are.
I got multiple calls available. Sending them out in priority order.
Do I want to go deal with some assassins? I don't. Yeah, you can keep screaming about that all you want. I am. Hey, you guys want to go talk to your thug friend there? I'm sure he wants some help with something. Alright, whatever. So, we just gotta fly over here. I thought I was going to fall into water. I'm glad I was wrong. So, now, this one was really hard for me in my personal time. Because, come on, thank you. It's right there. Now, no, too small. Okay, so I jumped over there. Now I learned that you can jump and scan while in there. So I'm like, oh, that's perfect. That's how I'm going to line it up. Because I forgot you can do this. It took me 10 minutes of my personal time to get that jump angle just right to scan it. I'm a moron. Our politicians continue to privatize what should be public goods owned by the people. Monopoly on electricity gives inordinate power over the entire population to a few corporate executives who think that they're genius businessmen because they make money through their control of a product that everyone needs. We the people pay for the roads, for the bridges, for the dams, for power plants, and then sell them off to these for-profit corporations. Oh, they say these utilities will run more efficiently by private business, yet their executive salaries increase. They lay off full-time workers and use contractors they don't need to pay benefits to, and then begin price gouging the people. Electricity is a necessity, like air, water, food, and yet we allow these corporate profiteers to gain from it. I mean, if a public utility is losing money, who is it losing money to? The people. Whereas Profits from privatized utilities go directly into the pockets of the wealthy few, and our costs go always up. No more. We will take back what is ours, give power free to the people, and see our lives prosper as a result. I mean, it's worth a hope. You never know, it might work. Next, we want over there. That's our next location. Off we go. Well, there we go. There's thugs here. Oh, no, there isn't. Yay. I like it when I don't have to deal with anyone. It's my favorite. Oh, my favorite thing to do. Which is nothing. My favorite thing to do is nothing. What are the odds indeed? Oh, dear. I'm like, oh, I wonder where they are. I wonder how far I'm going to land on them. Oh, literally on top of them. Oh, boy. Like, they're definitely below me. Jeez. That was probably terrifying for them. Just, poof, shit. There we are. This is the Carmine Hotel, but they buried it in garbage. Do I have to... Did that work? It did! Excellent. Alright. Whenever you're ready. In your own time. Thank you. GCR Towers. Nice. That's good. I like concept art now. There we are. When they don't want to do their deals in the light of day, the power brokers of Gotham come here. When they want to perform acts, they wouldn't perform in front of their families. They visit the Carmine. The rats and roaches are witness to all manner of sick crimes, not to mention the backroom deals that have parceled up this city to corporate officials and crime lords. Now that we know where to find them, we will hide, we will wait, and we will listen. And then we will throw back the curtains and shine the light on their sordid business and expose them to our rage. Alright, see, I'm all for being like, boom, proof that these people are corrupt. I'm less for the fact that it sounds like we're going to throw back the curtain and beat them to death. Because that's what I'm hearing. I don't think that's legal. Just saying. Right over here. Yeah. Bam. 2 waste chemical. Well, bam. I wonder if we're going to land on any thugs' heads this time. Because I'm sure, I am certain of it, that those thugs just have their favorite story to tell everyone. That Batman fell from the sky, looked at them, and then ran. Clearly, they're too much for me. And they know it, and I know it, and that's why I left. And they're going to tell all their friends that Batman ain't so tough. I saw him once. He got one look at me and took off running. Pretty sure it is below me. Whoop. Hi, friend. Please don't shoot me. I don't want to get shot. Is this good? Yeah. Alright. Good? No, it's not good. In your own time. Whenever you're ready. Yeah, thank you. They tell us that their products are safe. Who knows? Maybe it's true. Maybe the poison they use to kill insects that feed on our fruits and vegetables does not affect mammalian life. But then, what about our bees? They're dying off in record numbers. There are places in the world where insects pollution no longer happens. Pollination no longer happens. Where people have to pollinate each flower by hand. This corporation is reaping short-term profits at the expense of people being able to eat an apple or an orange in the future. And this is not news. This is known and ignored by their well-bribed government officials and their quack scientist slaves. If they maintain that their product is safe, then I always say we feed it to them. I mean, that's actually kind of fair. They say it's safe. I mean, there was actually Flint. In Flint, there's like that whole issue with the water. I'm pretty sure it was Flint anyway. And like the water's currently completely undrinkable for them. I don't know if it's actually been fixed. Last I heard, it wasn't. And it was still like people were just fucking ignoring it. And they actually had an official on an interview who was like adamant that the water's completely drinkable. It's all just hearsay. People are just trying to make up rumors to put us out of business. And they're like, all right, cool. We have a sample of the water. You want to have a drink? He's like, are you kidding me? I'm not suicidal. But you just said it's drinkable. Yes, it is. Then why don't you want to drink any? Because I'm not fucking stupid. But you do say it's drinkable. Okay, stop being a dick. Stop taking my words out of context, all right? Are you going to drink it then? oh, I'm done. And then he just freaked out. And it's like, okay, you cannot claim something is okay to consume and then tell someone they're an idiot for asking you to consume it. Because now you look like the lying douche that you are. And yeah, so that's all I have to say on that. And like, Ace Chemicals. Like, you say it's healthy and okay for us to eat. Prove it. Consume it. And that's what you do when, like, you're trying to poison someone. It's like, I can prove that there's no poison in this drink. See? You have some now. So make sure you're fucking immune. Or just make sure they have a an allergy of some kind. Ooh, Park Row. This one's also really nearby. Presto. Alright, off we go. That away. Objective change to custom waypoint. That's true. Uh-oh. I think I saw it. I really hope I did. Okay. Perfect. And I'm out. Yeah, you guys can just ignore me. Alright. They don't show films here anymore. The theater was once a family-run operation, but their doors are closed, unable to compete against the nationwide franchise that now dominate our landscape. Theaters that all show the same Hollywood dreck that keeps us entertained, but blissfully ignorant. There is no room for the art of film in a nation full of programmed, sugar-fed consumers. And so we will target the industry of franchising, a business model that sucks money out of communities and kills independent businesses. Okay, so he's anti-anything corporate. That seems pretty on par. Alright, so according to this, we have gotten all the ones in the north. At least all the ones that they have on their list. They only have 20 here. I'm hoping that the 20 they have on this list are the 20 we're missing. Otherwise, it's going to be a little bit more complicated to get them. I'm still going to do it for you. So, next, we're going to have to go into the south. But where are we going in the south for Trinity Labs? That's where we're going first. Alright, map. First place we're going to is right down here in Coventry. Because that was the first one I noticed that we were missing. So it's the first one we're going to go get. This is stupid loud. Especially that last bit. Alright. So somewhere over here, not far away.
Attention available units. We got a call of a
Man, if I'd actually been doing that in between, I probably would have had that achievement already. But I'm lazy, stupid, and didn't really put a whole lot of planning into this. Well, I mean, I put more planning into this than I did when I first went into New Game. Started playing this game for you guys. Let's see here, somewhere around here, right? Oh no, yeah, no, close, but not quite. It's around the side of the building, over here. Is it? It might be down below. Oh. Huh? I'm thinking, because there's like, yeah, there it is. I'm in the water. Where the fuck am I now? Hi, friends. Bye, friends. Okay, I guess that rounds good enough for me. That's not what I want to do. I want to do that. New concept art for North Gotham Wonder Tower. Neat. Trident Labs. We make industrial solvents and lubricants to move the machinery of our industrialized society. That's a fitting slogan for a company from 50 years ago. Today, our industrial centers are collapsing, left abandoned in the wake of mass exodus of businesses to foreign shores. Thank you, globalization, for opening up new markets for our multinationals to sell our American-made products. Unfortunately, those products are no longer made by American workers. The American workers are laid off from their jobs, laden with debt, and then made homeless when the bankers foreclose on the home they can no longer afford. And how are they rewarded? They are called lazy, delinquent, moochers by the people who have sent their jobs overseas when we come for them. They will run for those same shores to escape our wrath. But like the multinational corporation, the worker knows no border, for we are everywhere. Well, that shit just got dark. We are everywhere. Okay. That's not what I clicked on. The edge, sort of it there. So, let us leave. Oh, this is another building I can't go around, isn't it? Actually, can I just fly through there? Perfect, I can. Hoping I can go this way. Up, up. Up, up. Thank you. And off I go to save no one. I'm going to sneeze. I can feel it. Oh no. It made my eye twitch. Ah! Oh good, it's gone. Thank you, sneeze. Now my nose is itchy and I hate you. That was a uncomfortable situation. Almost there. Wow. Alright, so somewhere right around here. Aha! Whoop! Ah, perfect. I can access it from this pipe. There we go. Right, sorry. Why did I do that? Huh? Yeah, Hamilton Hill. Our dutiful mayor, Hamilton Hill, made his money in insurance. That is, by making promises to pay people when they were in need, and then making excuses not to pay them at all. And yet he is not branded a thief. A fraudster? No, he's elected mayor. Now he's free to raid our city coffers to pay for whatever project his masters deem worthy. Masters like Rupert Thorne. And he thinks the people are not watching. We know what he did with those 2 girls at the Gotham Royal. What? And we will bring it into the light for all to see. What did he do with who now? Is this just like he had sex with 2 women? Because, like, okay, as long as it was consensual, I don't give a shit. Even if he's cheating, it's like, so he's a terrible husband. I just don't want to be married, but, like, that wording makes it seem like something really bad happened. And that freaks me out a little. Gotham Merchants Bank. Do we have Gotham Merchants Bank? I think we did. I think we do have Gotham Merchants Bank. Yeah, it's right there. Okay. Wonder Tower. Done. Going down here. Yeah, it's on the back. So, this one is hard-ish to find, simply because they actually, like, tuck it away. Which, I mean, a lot of these they do tuck away on the buildings. If you were just told, like, it's on this building, it would take you forever, because it's a huge building for one. But they also put it at a place that's harder to get to. Which, again, what are these people? They're activists. Got it. Okay, that makes sense. Why are they climbing onto buildings, into hard-to-reach places, spraying invisible spray paint onto things that somehow gets their message out? Ah, there we are. Here I am looking somewhere it's not. Wow. And now we get to learn about the police, which we already know are corrupt, but... oh, they probably have something new for us. Corporate interests run our government, and their enforcers live here. These men and women are workers, sworn to protect the weak and innocent. And yet, when we stand against oppression, corruption, and when we peacefully speak out against corporations bulldozing our commons, illegally searching us without cause, they answer us with riot gear, with shields, batons, and tear gas. When peaceful protest is met with violence, we will match their violence tenfold, and these traitors to democracy and freedom, these tramplers of the rights our forefathers fought and died for, these automatons of the corrupt state will finally have their eyes opened to the truth. Yeah, this... I mean, like... What peaceful protest is met with violence will meet their violence tenfold. I see the point. I would honestly probably be for the same point. If I'm a peaceful protest and someone attacks me, I'm going to attack back. But peaceful protest isn't supposed to be working like that. That's what Gandhi pushed for. It's like you're peacefully protesting. If someone else gets violent, continue being peaceful, and you will really honestly just push the public eye to the fact like, okay, no, these guys are douchebags. You are just trying to do what you can, and like they're pushing you around for no reason. So you gotta try and stick to that peaceful. Otherwise, you're no better at all. The Royal Hotel is right here. Oh, I think I know exactly where that one is. And I'm pretty sure the rest of them are in the Diamond District, so that should make things a bit easier. A little bit less travel involved. Shut up. Oh, there's cops here. There's cops with guns here. I don't want to get shot. I don't know what just happened. I fell a lot. Not certain why. Hi there, thugs. I see one of these. What do I think it is? I can't go over Hamilton Hill. I gotta go around it. I'm flying in the wrong direction then. I hate this building. Anything they won't let me go over despite the fact that I can get really high. Like, that would make sense. All those spikes there, sure. I can see why I can't get over that. There's no reason I can't get to the top of Hamilton Hill. None at all. Like, there's clearly ledges here. Like, even like I can climb up on this side, but not the other side. Oh, it's because I can climb up here, but I can't climb up there. I guess there's spikes up there, but I still don't buy it. I could climb onto that sign. Huh. I'm just gonna silence you. How many people are out here? Oh, shit! Bye-bye. Is that it? Oh, no, it's a button. Thought it was another crime. I saw red and immediately assumed there was a crime in progress going on. Okay, so right here... Whoop, I'm an apex predator. Yay! I got experience for that. Alright, so this is the hotel, which had Joker in it, and he redid a bunch of the floors to be a giant, stupid amusement park. This hotel serves as a playground for our corporate masters, where a one-night stay costs more than the average worker brings home in a month. They must feel like they raised themselves up high enough, they'll escape our anger. Or perhaps they think that the stench of the street will not reach them in their lofty rooms. They look down on us, but we will rise up and tear them down in this den of inequality? Inequity? Inequity. I think it's inequity. The elite have been caught in sex, drug, and racketeering scandals. Over the hotel's history, no fewer than 17 city councilors, 3 mayors, 8 senators, and a governor have been caught in some kind of criminal activity. But you won't hear about this in the daily because the elite have servants bribed to cover up scandals and dump bodies. And you wonder why the royal tolerates all the mob activity? The man on the street caught with illicit narcotics goes away for 5, 10, 20 years, but the city councilor caught with 2 dead strippers gets a rigged election? Well, that makes him mayor. And the 2 girls? They get a burial at sea, and their names wiped from history. We can't bring those girls back, but we can send them some company. Okay, so he killed them. That doesn't mean he didn't do worse things as well, but, like, he killed them. Yeah, well, that answers the question I had about that. Furniture company is... Where the fuck is that? Oh, it's right here. Right there. So, not too far away. Just gotta climb a little bit. I think the snipers aren't here. Correction. I hope. What are you doing, Batman? Can you stop being a dumbass for a second? I think the snipers aren't here. Correction. I hope the snipers aren't here. Whoop. 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 Alright, that should... screw it one more time. Oh, Alright, so first off, these snipers are here, but there's nobody there.
No way!
Shut up. Seriously, there's nobody there. That's weird. Like, super weird. And...
Guys!
Oh, come on. Yeah. Shut up.
Look out!
Thank you. Thank you. And we're not done. Where are you looking? Perfect. Oh, perfect. It actually got me close to where I was going anyway. And drop. Somewhere down here. I think I know where this one is. I think it is... Yeah. Nope, I have no... I was right and wrong all at the same time. Just gonna make this easier myself. Whoop. Perfect. Alright. Furniture company. Seems fitting that I set on the sign as I read about them. Or I'll just do it on the way. The Furniture Company. A global conglomerate of user-assembled furnishing distributors. Globalization means the people must compete for wages with all markets, including those that force children to labor. And the right-wing pundits wonder why we are not competitive, why the middle class is evaporating. Why would a furniture company pay an honest wage to a skilled worker to make a quality product when they can pay mere pennies to a child to make a product of less quality? But which consumers will buy? But which consumers will buy because they have no choice? Yes, disposable furniture from disposable people, and you can throw them both away for a new model every few years. That's business. I want to call him wrong on so many things, and a little too correct here, buddy. Where the fuck are you standing? Oh, I see it. It's a really tiny picture, right there. Yeah, right next to my alibi. Perfect. All right, to Cale Anderson. See you there, friends. Oop. Okay, so somewhere around here on a wall. Ah, there we are. Wow. Wow. Hey, voice of the people. So that means we're 4 away from having all of them. And location, Cale Anderson. When was the last time any pharmaceutical company announced a cure? They don't search for cures anymore. Cures are bad for business. If you cure someone, you can only have them as a consumer once. But if you manage their condition, well, then you have a consumer for life. For-profit pharmaceutical research will never cure the diseases of our time. They prey on your compassion and your guilt and use it for their own gain. Stop funding them. Stop giving them our tax dollars. Take their research and give it back to the people who will use it for the common good. From what I've heard of American medicine, that is possibly accurate, but in Canada, not so much. And I mean, that's what vaccines are for, curing disease. So, he's a little off on that one. Like, there was that douchebag fairly recently, it was actually a couple of years ago now that I think about it, who took the price of a cancer treatment drug and went well over quadrupling the price that the patients would have to pay because they had to pay or they die. And yeah, it's not okay. I think it is... Oh, it's right down... No. I remember now. I thought it was down below. But it's like up here? Nope, it is down below. It exists. It exists. That's what I know. Found on a wall in the building beneath the word Coventry. I'm looking at the wrong one. On the wall of the building on the top left corner of Coventry. Well, yeah. It's on a wall. As opposed to what, exactly? Top left corner of Coventry. think... no. No, I'm too far this way. It's definitely over here. Where? Ah! I looked right at it, more or less. Bam! That's... Look at this first. In your own time. Ooh, more new concept art. Might do that in this episode. Mendo soap. Mendo soap. Sounds innocent, doesn't it? But who is making the soap? Mendo imports illegal immigrant laborers, luring them to the city with the promise of a new life, and then forces them to work under threat of deportation. We should not begrudge these innocents of making a living, but what we should rail against is the globalization that forces our workers to compete with them. The superpower corporations who have seen all of our cross-border trade protections removed so that they might pillage foreign countries, and the result, the lives of workers all over the world destroyed. We welcome these brother workers, for they shall swell our ranks. Alright. Okay. Cool. A little weird. I'm going to figure out what the next three are. This could take a minute. Okay, so next is Amtrak Industries, right over here. Let's see if they spawned the proper goddamn people on that building yet. The answer's probably they fucking didn't. Come on, come on. Pull up. Pull up. Thank you. Yeah, no, they didn't. Alright. Off to Amtrak we go. Hello, friend. Alright, so it's somewhere. Is it up? Is it down? It might be down. Actually, I think that might be it right over there. Let's find out together, friends. This could also be Sionist steel mills for all I know. Whoop. Come on. Thank you. Yeah, that isn't. That's Sionist steel mills. Alright. Why put two of them so close to bloody together then? Somewhere on this building, eh? Where, oh, where could it be? What am I doing? I'm watching a fucking video that shows me where it is. Was there a big circle that popped up around that? Did I already, like, look directly at this a couple times? Oh, I'm dumb. I'm very dumb. Amtrak. Guns and ammunition. Weapons of war are the ultimate luxury good. When you fire a gun, you literally burn your money in a small explosion that sends a metal projectile down the gun barrel at high velocity. Is there anything more frivolous? There is no more heavily subsidized industry in the world. But they don't just use our money to make weapons. No, they use our tax money to lobby and bribe politicians, the very politicians who gave it to them, so they can get even more. We don't require the right to bear arms. We only require the will to use them. I'm getting mixed signals on what your interest is in the gun department there. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. Let's see what else I'm missing, shall we? To Solomon Wayne. Oh, yeah, the courthouse. I remember now. That was one of the ones that I missed in my personal time, too. I believe this is the courthouse. Yeah, so it's actually like right next door. Can I? I can. I got fast travel. Just so much faster. As much fun as it is to glide around as Batman, I can do without. It can be fun, but it's also super tedious. Alright. To the courthouse. The Solomon Wayne courthouse. Somewhere around here. Maybe it's on the back. It might be on the back. Howdy, Jen. Oh, no, it's right there. Bam. Well, this should be interesting. Let's see what else, what more he has to say about the Wayne family. Does anyone still believe there is justice in Gotham? If the common man robs a bank, that man is sentenced to the full force of the law. But if the banker robs the world, he is given a bonus by his bosses, corporate robber barons. No banker sees the inside of a courtroom. No financier is charged with theft, with fraud, with racketeering. The law does not apply to the elite. Even murderers and rapists who are somehow brought before the court can only be put away if their criminal overlords want it to happen. Judges are bought, juries are bribed and intimidated. This system needs a purge. I'm having difficulty saying that he's incorrect about things. I'm going to ignore that and I'm just going to move on. Yes, courthouse, Gotham Casino. Okay, somewhere over here. That was weird. Let's go check out the casino. I'm pretty sure this is the last one. And depending on how long this video has been going for, I might just go ahead and say we're going to look at some trophies and stuff. Like, basically just all the different collectibles that we've unlocked by beating the crap out of this game. Shit, they all have guns. What? Where did I go? Alright, where am I going? Whoop. I love that combo. The slide and ground pound. Alright, now, as I was trying to do before I was very rudely interrupted. There we go. It makes me sad that there's no achievement for getting all 24. Like, there should be. There should be, like, just all 24 or 20 or, like, have incremental stuff. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Has there ever been a more criminal business than the casino? Burden the people with debt, make them so desperate that they'll throw away what little they have left for that fleeting hope that all their dreams will come true. They show us pictures of the winners, massive jackpots that change lives, but they don't show us pictures of the thousands, the tens of thousands of losers. Nor do they tell us how their jackpot winners fare years after they collect bankrupt, destitute, even worse off than they were before. They're selling a dream and you're buying. And if that weren't enough, they go even further. They ply you with alcohol. They even rig their tables to tilt the already ridiculous odds so far in their favor that there's no way the house ever loses. And if you somehow beat those odds, they accuse you of cheating and get their goons to beat their money out of you. Okay, cool. Yeah, I can't argue with that. Logic sound. Alright, so that is all of the Anarchy tags. I can delete that bookmark now. Bam. And with that, that is like everything unlocked there. How long? Ooh, 45 minutes. I'm probably going to cut out a lot of travel, so it's actually not that long for you guys. But there's all that. There's just this left, which I might have to do a New Game Plus, and that's aggravating. Really aggravating. But I'm going to do something else first. So we're going to exit. Because I don't think I've actually shown you guys any of these things. And that doesn't seem right. Statistics, nah, it doesn't matter. Concept art first. So we got Killer Croc. Nice. Dead Shot. It's a pretty nice shot. Wow, why is the music so impossibly loud? My Alibi Lounge. That's pretty cool. I like the looks of that. Why? Okay. Shiva. Yeah. Looks pretty much like... I usually prefer concept art that's like, this is nothing like what they actually look like. I don't know which one of these faces they actually went with. I think it's that one that he actually has. I actually can't remember. But yeah, I really enjoy concept art that's like not even remotely what they actually went with. But it's like you can clearly see where they were starting from. I don't think there was... No, there was cards like this inside that Hatter dream sequence. Yeah. Yeah, the Mad Hatter stuff was trippy. Final Offer Boiler deck. I think they changed this up quite a bit. I don't think... Was there a plane holding up the deck, or was it just a... I can't remember now. I don't think there was an opening, but fairly close to it. I believe this is the fight against Copperhead, yeah. So we're still missing quite a lot of concept art. Oh boy, quite a lot of concept art. Coventry Tower. I don't even know what that is. I think that's the GCPD radio tower. Maybe not GCPD. Hey, there's all the stuff we got. Final offer flooding. I don't know who. Oh, it's probably just a rando thug. The barracks. I think we got a Riddler, Enigma packet in there. Casino. Yep, I remember that was a lot brighter and more yellow in the actual game. Theater room. There were not that many computer screens. Interesting. Rafters. Yeah, this is very different. Would have been interesting if they had that much tech in there. In real life. In the actual game. Dressing room, yeah, like they pile a lot of stuff in here that doesn't actually end up being there. These are the same rooms. Interesting. So I guess they changed their mind. Penguin's bunker. Alright. Final offer bar. They changed that. That became more of a dive bar. That looks like fancy. In the main game, it's more dive bar-y. Reindeer. Oh, yeah. Poor dear lord. Playground. That's pretty much on par for what it actually looked like. Candy cane. I remember them too. They stuck that in there. Balloons. Don't remember that little art project he had up. It's probably in there somewhere. Control room for the bridge. Nope, don't remember that room. South Gotham, Coventry. This might be Cold Heart concept art for that one. Maya by corner. Yep, that's... I think there's less chairs in the actual room. That's probably just to not slow you down. I think I remember that one. Joker's Twisted, which they got the Twisted off right. That's the entrance to the theater? Yeah, theater entrance. Jeez, there's how many... Oh, okay, so we're on the last page, so it's just these ones now. I don't know what that is. It's a jewelry shop. Park Row. Oh, it's just Park Row. Jezebel Plaza. Yeah, underneath stuff. Ooh, the towers. Interesting. Neat. The Wonder Tower. I'm pretty sure you do climb that in Arkham City, even if we don't get anywhere near it really in Origins. Let's see here. Royal Hotel. That's a pretty shot. I think they took out a lot of this stuff. Like, this is like an industrial track. They took out a lot of that for in favor of more open areas for mobility, which I can understand. They put up fences here, too. Fucking fences. Yeah, the people... Oh, showing the burden. Right, that's why people thought it was grotesque or, like, weird looking. Because it's showing the burden the pioneers went through when they first discovered it. This is, like, concept art for... Ready Player One stuff, like where that one town is. Fancy corridor. I mean, they took out all the baggage, but other than that, yeah, it's pretty on. Oh wait, no, I think that was actually just filled with snow. So this is before we actually get there. I think there's a predator encounter in that room. I think that's where Electrocutioner falls through the ceiling. Industrial alert. I remember that bridge. You fight on that against a couple of ninjas. The chapel. Don't do a whole lot in the chapel. And also, it's not that open in the chapel. It's very tightly packed. Bane! And scary Bane. Stupid Bane, actually, because he gets completely wiped his memory. That's fairly close. I think we can get that close to the Batmobile, it's just we can't do anything with it. The Bowery. I can't tell what the fuck's going on in this picture. Cool. Alright, so that's those, and then all that's left is character trophies. Maybe. Ah, good. So, classic Batman, which has some of the battle damage from the game on there, but not all of it, because the cloak is not ripped to shreds. I can't, like, I was hoping I could right bumper through them, but I have to go back out. Deathstroke. Right, they took away his sword. He got his staff at the beginning, still has his mask on. Neato. I'm trying to go through these quickly while also giving each one of their proper amount that they're due. Good old Penguin with his possibly magical umbrella. Does it have a sword? Does it have a gun? Does it twirl out and hypnotize people? Or does it more likely have a poison dart? Who knows? Good old Loose Lips. Oh, he gets a pose. Hey, you want to buy this thing that I'm stepping on? These are important goods. Alberto Falcone. Oh, goody. We don't get to see him normally. Oh, no. We get to see him after he's gotten the shit kicked out of him. Is that going to be the same with all the thugs? Black Mask. Ah. Is this actual Black Mask, or is this Joker Black Mask? He's got quite the blade there. I can't get any... Oh, I can get closer. What is that? Is that supposed to be like a letter opener? Because that just looks like a jugular opener. It looks like a syringe for a serial killer. So, yeah. Cool mask, though. Which means if you're going to have your entire identity be built around your mask, it better be cool. Barbara Gordon. Cute. Too bad she's going to end up being a paraplegic. Spoilers. Not huge spoilers. If you're part of the Batman, if you know a history of Batman, Barbara Gordon becomes Batgirl. And then in, I believe it is The Killing Joke, Joker shoots her. And basically, he Xaviers her. It shoots her in such a way that she doesn't die, but she does end up in a wheelchair. And then she becomes Oracle, who is a character we do meet in later games. So this is just James Gordon. This is actually a good shot for him, because it's like he's got his gun out. I don't like that he has his finger on the trigger, because James Gordon would have trigger discipline. He would have his finger off. He'd be waiting to see if it was the time for him to shoot. Bane. There's like 3 Banes we have to get through, but this is the first Bane we see. So just the luchador, those tubes in there that look super, like, poor piercing choice tubes. Got some grenades on them. Neat. And then we get Bane after he's taken off his cloak, and I've beaten him up a bit. So he's got his muscles. The Venom has it has a pattern for how it's moving, but it's very weird. Yeah, he's got big bulging muscles that, like, something about that muscle just looks not normal. I mean, all of his muscles are kind of inhuman at this point, which is the entire point of Venom, is you get inhumanly strong. And then you get the really, really inhumanly strong Bane. He's got those tubes in there, which are honestly probably hurting him. Like, those are probably causing a lot of pain, because those didn't grow as he tripled in size? Maybe just doubled. Maybe just doubled. And those tubes are still the same size, so they're probably digging into something improperly, and it probably hurts a lot. What else we got? Ooh, Harvey Bullock? Yeah. Yeah, like, him not having trigger discipline, that makes sense. He's a dick. He was given to put on Gordon to try and keep an eye on him, to find dirt, because he's a dick. Harvey Bullock. Alright, and then Copperhead, who also has a pose. Because for some reason we need to have her twin tongue sticking out. And, yeah. I'm trying to see, can we read that tattoo? VM... I don't know what the neck says. I swear I am trying to read her neck tattoo and not stare at her cleavage. Which, I mean, there isn't really much cleavage there anyway, so meh. The claws, is it 2 on each hand? Yeah, 2 claws on each hand, no shoes. Weird. So that's Copperhead. I don't like how covered in dirt she is. It's not really my thing. I like clean. Firefly. Not to be confused with a really popular television show. And, no, I guess the movie was called Serenity. Yeah. I like the wings. The wings are actually kind of reminiscent... Oh, it reminds me of a spaceship, and I don't think it was Serenity. It'd be funny if it was, but I don't think that's what the engine Serenity looked like. I think there was another ship. It probably was a Star Wars one. That's where most of the ships I remember are from. Deadshot. Yeah, there he is. There's another picture of Deadshot. Oh, that's right, the other one was concept art. Right. I kind of like this Deadshot, but at the same time, I don't know. I kind of liked Will Smith as Deadshot, honestly. Suicide Squad wasn't a great movie, but I didn't have a problem with Will Smith as Deadshot. I think he did a pretty good job. Harlan Quinzel. So, before she becomes Harley Quinn, she is the Joker's psychologist. And Brandon, the obviously corrupt SWAT, that's the one. SWAT leader. He's got his bulletproof everything, got some armor on, got himself a... Oh, I know that gun. Oh, it's an assault rifle. I know that much. I can't think of the actual make and whatnot, but assault rifle. Electrocutioner, who looks a lot like Bane, except his facial scarring is significantly larger. And he's strapped with batteries instead of bombs. And he also doesn't actually get a chance to show off. I wonder who that is. See, I don't know who this one is. I'm pretty sure I've unlocked that one in my personal time, so at least one of these is for New Game Plus, as well as probably challenge maps unlocking. But 3 of these are going to be nearly impossible. One of them requires you to get every single medal in the challenge maps, which I have read online that it's actually glitched, so it might not actually work. One of them is I Am the Knight, beating I Am the Knight mode, so that one we're hopefully going to see. And the third one is doing something in multiplayer, which, as we've discussed, or as I said at you, is impossible. Is probably impossible, so it's unfortunate, but that means there's at least one trophy here that we're never going to see. And I think it's a Robin, actually, which is kind of neat. This is either Candy or whoever the other penguin worker is. Tracy and Candy. Yeah, here's Candy. So Candy is the brains, and Tracy is the mouthy one. And then there's the bank manager, who I don't know why she needed a trophy. I guess she did get a speaking role in Batman's Nightmares. I mean, face like that. Who wouldn't have nightmares? Roman Sionis. Ah, yes. Black mask without his mask. And his weird stabby tool. And Joker. I do like this Joker. Like his lankiness, his pose, everything about this screams... It's so Joker. I like it. I like it a lot. It's really good. Alright, row number 3, we have the Red Hood. One of many Joker origins is him having been originally one of the many Red Hood. Because the Red Hood is a title that gets taken up by multiple people. Every time one leaves, another person becomes the Red Hood, and he's like a leader of a criminal organization. And the Joker got pushed into a tank that turned him into what he is, as the Red Hood. And there's actually... pretty sure Arkham Knight has the return of a Red Hood in it. Anarchy. We can actually... Yeah, I was like, maybe we could see his face under there, but not really. I feel like... I'm trying to see... Yeah, no, all this looks like... Except for the mask, everything here is very... Could have gotten it at a thrift store. Because that's what you want him to have the appearance of. You want to have him be in thrift store clothes or in homemade stuff. The pads could be homemade. That's why they're mismatched. The boots are looking a little too Hot Topic and a little less thrift story. But a character like this, he would have to be buying all of his stuff at a thrift store. That bag could be a thrift store. That backpack, I've seen those backpacks at thrift stores, but I've also seen them at Hot Topic because they became a huge trend. So, could go either way. Hoodie, yeah, the coat is also possible. The little buttons could be homemade. Yeah, they put a lot of effort into this. I'd buy that he got everything there at a thrift store. The boots, I'm a little iffy on the boots, but other than that, it's possible. I like his belt. Because, like, all of his clothes are clearly just, like, used to hold him in a cell. His sort of muscles, but also just scales. His teeth, his weirdly shaped head. I like Killer Croc. He's cool. He's even cooler in the Insidious comics when he gets married to a killer whale woman. Shiva. With your big-ass sword of annoyance. Yeah. I like the black leather for, effectiveness in battle, because then you're more aerodynamic. You don't get tripped up by your clothes, unlike, a giant black fucking cape. But also it has this air of, I'm better than you. which is definitely like she has that air about her. Bruce Wayne and his weirdly square jaw. You're just such a square man. Like, look, he's just so... There's no curve. It's all squares. I just can't unsee him as just a bunch of blocks. I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. Bird! The bullet wing bird tattoo on his mouth freaks me out. I don't know. 19. I wonder if he was like, that was his soldier number maybe, or his cell number. So that's a thing. Bird wings. That's kind of neat on his arms. The knife, the rope, army. Yeah, this is pretty neat. I like that. I like Bird. Got a cool design. Now we're getting into thugs. So this is Bane's mercenaries. So that's his armored guy. Here's the luchador mask, and then with the ones without the luchador mask also have the guns that they all use, which, shockingly, same guns that Brandon's using. Wonder if there's a connection there. Then we got Black Mask, Goon. I was going to say Goons, but I guess we only get the one. He's all sad. Black Mask, it's like a But no, his goons are... It's like they pulled all the freaking skin off his mask and made other weird-looking masks out of it. Penguin Gang member? Yeah, just one. He's also got like a sad face. A little bit of hair lip there. That's neat. That's a nice touch. I like the tiny scars in his face, because he's got like a little scar. Oh, I can't show my mouse. I can. Nah. There we go. Okay, so he's got like a tiny scar on his forehead. Will you stop? With like a tiny scar right there. Okay, well, my mouse is just looking around. He's got a tiny scar on his forehead, a bunch on his chin, and like I like that because he would have these scars, like a dent in his forehead, kind of, and in the top of his head, like I have from headphones. Yeah, this is good. Like the dirty clothes, because Penguin thugs wouldn't be expensive, really good thugs. They would just be thugs. That's why they're mobsters for Black Mask, whereas Penguin just has thugs. That's what these guys are. And, yeah, these are just the average man. The average criminal man. Gotham criminals. Speaking of, these ones have a little less organization. What is going on with your lips? I don't know. They stick out way too much there. Maybe I'm crazy, but that doesn't look right. Do you have trigger discipline? No. I want one of these guys to have trigger discipline just so I can be like, no, you're apparently better than James Gordon. Ooh, Venom user. Is he raging? No, he seems to be getting ready to rage. But the Venom's not pumping, unlike with Venom Bane. Also, almost the exact same coat as Anarchy. Is that... Wait, so the Venom... It looks like it's supposed to be poking into his arm. Like, that's what those tubes into his arm biceps are supposed to be doing. But those straps, as much as they're wrapped around it, it doesn't look like they actually go into his arms. Does that mean it's the pack on his back injects into him? Where does the Venom actually get into him? I'm not seeing an actual access point here, unless there's, like, something through that orange vest that lets it access in through, like, his spine. I'm not seeing any way that it's getting into him. Interesting. Like, because with the way that it looks like those tubes point outwards, it looks like they go whoop and not in. Maybe I'm overthinking it. GCPD officer. I think this is... No, I'm pretty sure they all try and kick the shit out of me. There's none of them, other than Gordon, who at any point, like, you're cool, we're good. SWAT officers. Here's the ones working for a douche. Yeah, there's the assault rifle and the shotgun, which are probably the ones that everyone's using. Freaking pump-action shotguns, which they shoot far faster than they should be able to. Pretty sure this looks like typical police uniforms. I don't know. I've never... That's a lie. I have seen police officers. I haven't really investigated police officer uniforms. So the enforcers, these are the big guys. Like the really big guys that I cannot counter. Is that also 19 on his chest? Do you work for Bird? Are you Bird? Just like really big average man thug. Which I find it funny that Penguin has the really big guys. Black Mask doesn't. Black Mask has... Wait, is that an enforcer or just an armored thug? Okay, never mind. This is a Black Mask armored enforcer. Yes, this is... I like the skeleton tattoos. So it's on his armor and on his skin. That's a good touch. I like that. And, oh man. Martial artists. Yeah, these are the guys I keep calling ninjas. I don't like their masks. It looks like he has to poop. I like the skeleton tattoos on there, though. Or like the paint job. Which I think is supposed to be part of it because like Black Mask has a skull mask. So it makes sense that all the skeleton... Ah, the Mad Hatter. Hello, Hatter. Oh, you. You look very, very mad. Mad as a hatter, you might say. Is that supposed to contain tea? Is it like a thermos teapot? So it could be for holding tea. I can see that. 10-6. What's the... In this style. Interesting. Interesting. Very nice. Very nice. I'm pretty sure Mad Hatter is also very short, but I can't remember how short he is. Like this Mad Hatter is. Commissioner Loeb. Very, very dead. Very dead indeed. Because he's a prick. So that's all the time he gets. Warden Joseph. A different kind of prick. This one's a political prick. And he's got a ring, got a watch. Yeah. I don't like his haircut. Because it looks like he's trying to do the long on top, short on the sides, but he doesn't have really long on top, so it looks like a failed attempt at Hitler Youth. Which, I mean, is pretty much what the long on top, short on sides is anyway. It's just no longer associated with that. Thank God. Enigma. Alright. Aussie. Alright. I gotta say it. Edward Nashton. Police IT consultant. I did not know that. That's actually new information to me. I've only ever known him as Edward Nigma, and that's almost entirely because of Batman Forever with oh, come on, he's like my favorite actor, Jim Carrey, with Jim Carrey playing him. And as much as Jim Carrey is nice, he is not this kind of sexy. I must confess, I find this Edward Nashton very attractive. He's wearing 2 watches. I'm not checking out his butt or his crotch currently. I'm trying to get a look at the watches to see if both those bands are watches, and they are. And I'm wondering why. One of them is clearly set to the time he's currently at, but what is the other time he's trying to keep track of? What secrets do you have, Enigma? I think that's it. I think that's all the extras we have unlocked. Because I don't have the Sonic Batarang upgrade yet, I'm going to do New Game Plus next. And then possibly I Am the Night mode, because as much fun as challenge modes are, there's a lot. Come on. Yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah, I have to do one more one-off. So I'm going to do one more one-off. But, yeah, next season is going to be New Game Plus and I Am the Night mode. And then I'm going to probably do one-offs for all of these, which are going to be so much fun. And then I'll unlock new concept art and stuff, and I'll show that as I get it. But that's for next time. And for now, you guys have a good night.